Hello my friends, and welcome to another video of Cooking with Christine. And tonight we're going to make Korean barbecue. So if you guys have ever been to like those Cupbob little restaurant things with the Korean barbecue dishes, this is like a make-at-home version of that. 2 pounds of, this is actually a roast, a beef roast that I had the deli or the meat counter slice, like a 1/4 inch, and then I sliced it myself. They're in strips about like this. So fairly small. You could use, the recipe actually says to use flank steak. That's always more expensive than any other cut. I've used just different roast cuts. They're cheaper and they sit in the marinade for a while and they're cut really small. So that'll work for you. We need to make our marinade for it. I got just a little mixing bowl to which I will add 1/3 cup of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of brown sugar. That's what makes it so delicious. 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds, which I actually don't have. Oops. I thought I did and I checked the pantry and I don't. So we're gonna leave those out today, but 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds if you have them. But we won't do that today. 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. This stuff smells so strong, so if you're sensitive to smells, kind of like I am, just ignore the way it smells. I can't find my tablespoon one, but 1 tablespoon is also 3 teaspoons, in case you're wondering. Next comes my favorite part. I've got 3 very large garlic cloves, chopped. Yeah, I'm gonna smell good. Side note, don't chop raw garlic and then lick your finger. Just saying. We've got 1/2 teaspoon each of crushed red pepper flakes and ground ginger. If you're gutsy, you can add more crushed red pepper flakes. But honestly, guys, it's not spicy. One of the sauces is spicy, but the actual meat I don't think is that spicy. But if you're really scared, I mean, you could cut the crushed red pepper in half. If you love your heat, hey, add some more. 2 teaspoons of oyster sauce. This is this is about the only brand I can find in my area. So don't be hating on me. I do not have an Asian market here. I am basically stuck with the Asian section in the regular grocery store. That is our marinade. So it's all in this bowl. I'm just gonna give it a little mix. And then we're gonna dump it all over the meat, which is gonna be amazing. And then we wanna give it a nice stir, and then we're gonna stick it in the fridge for a couple of hours, at least an hour. At least. So this is a good one to do earlier in the day. Can I find a fork, people? Okay. So we're just gonna give that a swish around. I'm gonna throw some saran wrap on top, stick it in the fridge, and I will pull it out in a couple hours. It is imperative that we have some yummy sauces for our Korean barbecue bowls. So the first sauce we're gonna make is a sriracha mayonnaise. So I just have mayonnaise. Any brand's fine, doesn't matter. And we're gonna do about 1/2 cup. You kind of don't really even need to measure this. Just whatever looks like, about 1/2 cup in a mixing bowl. And then we're gonna throw in some sriracha. Now, the amount you're gonna add is entirely up to you. The range is about 2 to 4 teaspoons depending on your spicy preference level. We like spicy in my house, so I think I'm gonna go with 3. I mean, I'm not crazy, but we do enjoy a little bit of a kick. On to the Korean barbecue sauce. A lot of these ingredients will look familiar to you because we just used them for the marinade. We're gonna start with 1/2 cup of your favorite barbecue sauce. I just happen to have this Kraft. It doesn't really matter which one you use, just pick a barbecue sauce. And I'm actually not even gonna measure this. I can guesstimate 1/2 cup. Ooh, okay, that's more like a cup. That's okay, I'll just double the rest of the ingredients. We've got 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar. Rice vinegar. Whoops! Okay, don't break any glass jars. Woo! 2 teaspoons of the oyster sauce that we used in the marinade. We've got 1 teaspoon, I believe. Yeah, 1 teaspoon of the sesame oil. And then 1 teaspoon of the ground ginger. There we go. Those are our ingredients. So I'm just gonna grab a spoon and we're just gonna stir that together. A whisk would be better, but my whisk is dirty. Really need more than 1 whisk. Those are our 2 sauces. While you guys weren't looking, since you don't need to see me chopping stuff anyway, I did cut up several green onions. I have about ½ a cup of that. Over at my stove, ready to go, I did shred an entire head of cabbage. But it was a pretty small one. The weird thing about cabbage is the more you cut it, the bigger it gets. So it was actually a really small cabbage, and it made this entire thing. So the first thing I'm gonna do is probably cook this cabbage down, probably just with some salt and pepper. Other camera died, guys, sorry. So I cleaned out the cabbage. We're gonna add some more oil. Here's the cabbage. It shrinks down a ton. And we're gonna add our beef. If we can get this off. We're just gonna let that cook until all the beef is cooked all the way through. Hey, everything's done cooking, so let's put the bowl together. Grab a bowl size of your choice. This happens to be a massive one. This is a regular size one. Can you see how much bigger it is? See that? Scoop of rice, or a lot of rice, depending on how you feel. And then the cabbage goes on top of that. I like to do a lot of cabbage because there's like no calories in it and it makes you feel like you're eating a lot. And then you put your meat. And there's a little bit of like juice at the bottom of the pan, so I don't know why I have a slotted spoon for that. Some of the juice, and pour that on top too. That's really good. And then it's time for the sauce. So you got your Korean barbecue sauce, put a little drizzle of that. Your sriracha mayo, a little drizzle of that. Only if you like the spicy. Top it with some green onions. And there you go. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to drop a subscribe if you haven't yet. If you would like to check out more videos, click here and I will see you in the next video.